Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 57 of my Let's Play of Torment Tides of Numenera. I'm going to save it because I didn't save it last episode. Ha 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 ha. 25. 24 even. Okay, let's talk to these, see if we've got anything to say. I, the changing god, you? Your holiness, you grace my life. Changing god Cutlass. Why do we go Cutlass? Cutlass. Three robed figures stand here staring at the skies for the ships, or watching the entrance of the Carnival, whatever. For new visitors, he sees you coming and he elbows his companions. They turn and prostrate themselves. Prostrate? Prostrate? Whatever that is. His voice trembles as he speaks. Oh, Holy One, we had heard of your presence in the city, but we had not dared to dream that you would gaze upon you. How might we assist you? I'm looking for the cast-off Malachim. Tell me about yourself. What are you doing here? Did you have a question? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Back off. Who are you? You look very weird. Don't just listening on a conversation. Excuse me. Be gone. I command you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to cast off. He bows low. My deepest apologies, Holy One. My most sincere regrets. For I have heard nothing and can offer no guidance. He bows this slower, but I hope to serve you in some other way, if possible. Okay, tell me about yourself. What are you doing here? Did you have any questions for me? Tell me about yourself. He smiles broadly. We are your true servants, Holy One, seeking to spread your light and your truth across the ninth world. We hope always to comport ourselves with your vision, your grace, and your strength. He bows low again. What are you doing here? He swallowed nervously. We are watching for your return, the Holy One. It is truly an honor to see you here before us. Did you have any questions for me? He opens his mouth and he just stares. Oh Holy One, I know. Blushery furiously, he lowers his gaze. Okay, I have no further questions though. Okay, you. Who are you? You came to do a conversation a minute ago. This robed man turns a golden, bespectral gaze and waning smile on you. He seems a charming enough sort, but it's clear he wants something from you and is perfectly willing to take it, politely and with absolute girl, of course. At last he says, someone who looks like they can further their nose. These savages are as observant as rocks. He clasps his hands together, pleading, please tell me, you've seen a beautiful girl with purple hair. Her name is Persira. She is my beloved. But she suffers from a madness that causes her to fear everything. She can't stop running from imagined dangers, and I've been chasing her for, years now, trying to catch her and cure her before she hurts herself. I don't say nuts herself, hurts herself. Okay, one true love. Recently tracked her to Sacred Cliffs, but none of these blind fools can remember seeing her, even though I believe she stayed here for a time. He grips your arm. Let me give you a description, so you will know her. She is heartbreakingly beautiful, and waves winged hair, combs that float around her head, constantly changing the arrangement of her purple hair. Please, if you see her or hear word of her, return and tell me my name is Amada, and I can be most generous. Can you give me more details of this appearance? As I said, she is hauntingly beautiful, with purple hair that floats around her head and wing combs. Her speech may seem confused, so pay no mind to what she says. It is only her madness talking. Once she's returned to me, I will be able to cure her. I like the way her madness talk is actually giving me a clue, except for the thing is there are that many people sound mad in this area. That doesn't actually help one bit. I guess purple hair with combs. What sort of things will her say when she's raving? Almost everything, but one of her more persistent delusions is that I am her enemy. Nothing could be further from the truth. When she is in her right mind, she loves me as I love her. But when her madness is upon her, his voice grows softer. It is more painful than truth he can say. So basically, if you're telling the truth, she's delusional and you're trying to help. If you're lying to us, she's going to be, no, don't let him come near me, because you're trying to hurt her. So I've got to decide if you're telling the truth or not over her. How did you and Person meet? I can ask the same question. We were at the same grave in the Valley of the Dead Heroes. A mutual friend and I sharing stories of our love for that friend, we found that we were kindred spirits and decided we did not want to part when we left the valley. He smiles wistfully. Odd that place of death could give birth to something so beautiful and undying. What caused person to go mad? He frowns thoughtfully. It is, I believe, some trauma associated with her birth or early life. We found out it could be overcome with love and care and certain medications. But even then, some lapses occur. It was during the last of these that person vanished. I have been on her trail ever since. How do you hope to cure her madness? With love mostly, but also with certain ancient techniques I have learned in my years of study for the cooling and unwisting of fevered and knotted mind. I'm positive that once I am able to isolate her from the corrupting distractions of the world, I'll be able to restore her to her true self. The guy who's got that thing touched his mind, he might be able to help with this. Hey, caramba, Silver Orphan. Got a time machine up here. Have I seen her? I'm trying to think of like... What's the top here to go to? Will I go back down to have a quick scan around?
Yes.
Because I've seen a lot of weird people in this game, so I might have seen her just not take any notice. Probably spoke to her at the time and just babbled like most of these seem to babble on with madness. I'm thinking the bar for some reason, but I don't think that she's in there. Is there anyone with purple hair and combs? It's not purple, is it? See how they're not in this area. Toxic woman, what's her hair like? Regular. I'll quick look in the bar. But I don't think she was in there. There's a lot of strange people in there. Nope. No bossing, no.
Ready.
She might be further up, but it's worth just double checking just because I have missed her. And at the time, if I hadn't met him, she would be babbling, wouldn't she? That was another crazy one.
Of course we can help. Right off?
All right.
If there's anywhere, being inside the market would be a good place, wouldn't it? Lead to more interesting results than if you had succeeded. Nice. Purple, but not purple hair. Purple. Hold. Not seeing purple hair.
Yes.
No, wanna yeah, read her earlier. Oh, what's up here?
On it.
Oh yeah, I've been up here. Don't think I've really interacted much up here yet, though. I haven't talked to her, though. Yeah, I don't think I could have crossed her yet.
Yes. Now.
Unless she's in that cave thing underground, but I don't think I've actually come across her yet.
Yes. Now.
Look below, above, sideways.
Yes. Now.
That's that kid who's running around. He's doing laps.
If you think that's best. Why not?
Kind of where I was up to, basically. Keep looking on up here. Here we go, I'm the last cast out. Leave me alone. I also signed a changeling god. You believe me? Now serve me. There we go. Justice. Okay, God. You like to because he's from a broad global. Okay, so we've talked to you lot. Had a nice little chatty with you. What's this taking you to? The government square. Isn't that? Oh, is that where I just came from? Do you know when I went this way instead of going over here, maybe?
Alright, here I
Can
go.
we check to these? Are you seeking the order of truth? It lies on the far side of this bridge, government square. Welcome visitors as this bridge crosses to government square. Fallen screens provide the illusion of privacy. No room occupants, if not the real thing.
Ready.
Beside the bed is a handsome and well-made night table. A single drawer, a large open book sits upon it. And a book. Try to open the drawer. Leave the end table alone. I'm in the book. The pages of the book are made of thick vellum, and it appears to be an atlas of the region. The book is open to a map that depicts the city of Cyprus Cliffs, the Valley of Dead Heroes nearby, a range of mountains to the north lay. But here comes the kid again. Bye, kid. You're gonna be living crushing one day. If you stop like that, you won't be. Keep going. Okay, what's up to? The Valley of the Dead Heroes nearby, a range of mountains to the north, labelled as the Osprin Range, and a circle of desert farther to the east, marked as the Lost Sea. A thin strip of fabric has been placed between the open pages. A second fabric strip marks, see you kid, another place in the book. Try to judge the age of the book. The book doesn't seem new. Its pages are worn from frequent use, but that's all you can discern. It might be anywhere from 10 to 50 years old. No dates are stamped on any of the pages. Look for the names of nearby settlements. Close, you only see a few other cities and towns. In the centre of the circle of desert are a large blue dot labelled the Oasis of Marajolus, and a smaller dot immediately next to it, Jabara. On the far side of the desert is another city near Harf. On one of the valleys of the dead heroes is a dot labelled the Necropolis. It is unclear whether this is a settlement or just a site of interest. The names of nearby settlement, painted marked by other fabric strips. You see another full-page map, this time representing the region called Arcala. It seems to be located somewhere in the northwest of Cyprus Cliffs, and is defined by a massive ring of mountains, labelled as the Clock of Kara. The mountain range is so perfectly round that it was almost certainly engineered by artificial means in the distant past. Several cities and towns dot the landscape, but the largest and most prominent is named Sadar, whatever. After a few moments, you turn back to the maps of Cyprus regions. It's on the page marked by over, examine the night table instead. The table is finely made and has a single drawer. Examine the book. Try to open the drawer. The drawer appears to be locked, but you can hear something rattling around the side. The noise is faint but constant, as if the object was alive. Kid, beat it! Examine the book. Quick fingers attempt to pick the lock of the drawer. Smashing attempt to force it. Pick lock. 75. Anyone got better? 80. Wow, 100%. After a bit of effort, you hear a satisfying click, and the drawer opens soundlessly.
I'll remember that.
Inside, you find a small ornamental comb, and it looks like a jeweled insect. Oh, nice. In fact, it is a jeweled insect, a biomedical marvel that is very much alive. The pincers seek to fasten themselves upon locks of hair, and its wings allow it to hover around the wearer's head. Several strands of hair are still clutched in the comb's pincers. They are vibrant purple. That guy, remember he said that he's got combs around her purple hair. It's basically like a comb. She was here. The floating comb and the purple hair match Almond's description of persons. It seems likely that she stayed in this very room, probably not long ago. Examine the book, leave the end. And we're going to have a chat with her next episode. So let's go and get started. It's been IVATOPIA saying bye for now. Everyone have a great day.